Great day, people. My name is Sandler Francois, Premier Paralegal, also known as your favorite divorce professional. And today's day 2. We got a great day ahead. I'm sure you have a great day ahead as well. If you didn't feel like that, make your decision now that today's going to be a great one. All right, so let's get started. Let's get right into it. So you got your divorce judgment in hand. Everything's done, all the paperwork has been filed, and you were finally given a certified divorce judgment. You want to make sure procedurally, I'm suggesting you get a certified divorce judgment. And I should always say, I don't want to miss this part, this is very important. I'm not your attorney, and I'm not giving you formal legal advice. These are based on over 20 years of my experience working in law firms and assisting people in the preparation of divorce paperwork and filings. And you can get a lot done if you know the proper steps, okay? Knowledge is power. And here we go. Don't mind the noise, I'm at home. And as you know, I got 4 kids, and one of them is really early in the morning. And one of them is up already and made noise. So it's all good. Let's get right into it. So how do you change your name? How do you go back to your maiden name, your surname, your birth name, the name you had before you got married, okay? It's pretty simple. It just takes some effort and a little bit of money, but it's gonna cost you more in time, especially if it's something that you wanna pursue. So let's get right into it. And I'm gonna tell you a little secret at the end that I think you'll really value, okay? First, if you do wanna go back to your maiden name, it's not hard, but it does take time. You are going to have to understand that there are certain definite documents you're going to need, such as your birth certificate. All right? For the most part, you should always have your birth certificate anyway, but your birth certificate may be required in many instances to prove that you are or you were who you were, and you want to go back to who you were because you don't want to be who you are now. Make sense? I hope so. So your birth certificate, your state ID. You should definitely have your state ID on hand. And most importantly, your certified divorce judgment. Your certified divorce judgment that you should have received from your attorney or your divorce professional, whomever helped you with your divorce, or if you did it on your own, you need to make sure you have a certified copy of your divorce judgment. You can easily get that by going to the county clerk, the court clerk that has your divorce. They have everyone's divorce, depending on which borough the divorce was done in. So if your divorce was done in Manhattan or New York County, you want to go there. If it was done in Brooklyn or Kings County, you want to go there. If it was done in Nassau County, Suffolk County, you get the point. You just have to go to that county clerk where the divorce was done. So with that said, you have the main ingredients in hand. These are the places you may want to consider having your name on record changed from your married name to your maiden name. Your children's school, you may want to inform your children's school that you no longer are carrying a certain name, all right? It may make it easier for their records going forward. Your bank, also your credit card, your debit cards, you may want to inform them because those are important documents that you'll need for other purposes as well. Like, for example, if you're moving or if you're purchasing a home or if you're selling a home, you may need those things, okay? Your medical records, it's important that your medical professional, your physician, your doctor's office knows that you now carry your maiden name once again. Your passport, do you travel? Do you have a passport? You may want to change that as well. Your Social Security, did you change your name on your Social Security account? You may want to inform them. I think it's probably necessary for you to inform them because that's also linked to your taxes. You may want to speak to your state and the IRS, Uncle Sam, the IRS, and go about seeing what you must do to be sure that your taxes reflect the proper name, especially if there's a refund or, unfortunately, if you owe money to Uncle Sam, like many of us have at times. I have at times, and doesn't feel good, but at least make sure they get your name right, all right? So also, let's see, the DMV. They'd be happy to help you change your name because that's going to go onto your license. And like I said before, you should have your ID or your driver's license on hand anyway. And I'm sure they'll require to see that and maybe even take that from you and replace it. Or if not, they'll need to at least make sure they take a look at it before they replace it. Let's see. Who else? Who else? Your utility bills. So did you think about informing your electric company, gas company, the garbage company, your landlord? You know, you may not think these things are necessary, but at some point in time, if you didn't make these changes, they'll catch up with you down the road. So it's important that you keep these things in mind. Most of these agencies that I just named, and there are a few more, this is not a total list, it's very limited, but it's a great way to get your brain warmed up to what you have to do. Most of these agencies, guess what? They've been through this before. They know that people have to change their name for various reasons, not only because of divorce. Maybe you went through a legal name change for its own purposes. But at the same time, they have forms, they have easy to read instructions and fees, you know, that you'll have to pay to make sure that gets done properly. As an aside, in doing my research for this, there are also companies out there that you can Google. You know, do your due diligence and make sure your spirit connects with a company that you feel can really provide you with the service you're paying for. But there are companies in doing this research that can perform this service. But you can also do it yourself. The same way you can prepare your divorce yourself, you can perform your own name change or referring back to your maiden name. So keep that in mind. So that's pretty much it. Pretty short, straight to the point. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was helpful. I'm going to ask that you continue to subscribe, share, leave comments. I thank you once again I've already started getting some interesting feedback that's going to help contribute to how to make this better. Some really funny comments too. Like, I hope you like my shirt. I want to hear what you think about my shirt. I'm not sure if this shirt will make a reappearance, but my wife likes it, so that's why I'm wearing it. So with that said, please be mindful to seek competent legal advice if you need so, and I'll be back tomorrow. Please continue to enjoy life. It's the only one you have. Be well.